Hello all, welcome to episode 4 of Crack Any Case. First of all, I'm really sorry guys because this episode is going to release a bit late because from the last 1 week I am in new place for my new work and my time schedule got drastically changed and managing time has become a challenge for me recently. So I'm going to release this episode a bit late. I'm sorry for this, but with your love and support I'm going to complete this playlist and we are going to crack any case that's been shoot by the interviewer to us during the interview. The videos may get a bit late compared to before, but the playlist is going to complete and we are going to crack any case. So without any delay, let's dive into market entry cases. What are market entry cases? In this type of case studies, interviewers expect you to perform calculations that are necessary for a firm before entering into a new market segment, be it customer type, be it geography type, be it product type. So let's discuss in depth. There are three types of problems in this market entry case. First is the new geography product, where a company wants to enter into a new place in a country or in a world where they didn't have any prior experience. So, New customer type of problems are where a company is already existing and providing their services to only one type of customer segment like poor, middle class or rich, and they want to enter into a new customer segment, not only poor, middle class, rich, like young, kids, adult, and these are different types of customer segments. We are going to know these things a bit clear while we solve guesstimates, but still everyone has this type of basic idea, like there are different type of customer segments. The third thing is new product. New product is the most familiar type of market entry case in which a company wants to release a new product, launch a new product into market. So let's go to the next slide and see what's there inside. Preliminary questions. As I always say to you, ask preliminary questions to the interviewer, whatever the problem is, whatever the type of case study is, as we discussed this thing in the second episode of the Crack Any Case. So what are the preliminary questions that you are going to ask when you are given to solve a case study in an interview? First thing, what is the objective of the company? What's the objective of the company? Second thing, is that market attractive? Got it? Third thing, how to enter into the market? These three questions are must and should, and if you want to update your questionnaire according to the problem that the interviewer given to you, you can update. Let's go. Remember this thing before entering into solving any market entry case. You need to have an idea on this formula that's been here in front of your eyes. That is, profit is equals to market size multiplied with market share multiplied with profit per unit, removed fixed costs from it. I have explained the formula of profit is equals to revenue minus cost in my last episode. So the elaboration of the profit is this formula, the market size cross market share cross profit per unit. Let's see how we'll use this formula in next slides and following to this profit calculation. So I am going to tell you a brief structure of how to solve a market entry case in this slide. See, following the profit calculation, after you calculate the profit, ask the interviewer if the company meets the targets and decide accordingly. Like for example, you got a profit of X million dollars. So ask him, is this the desirable profit? If he say yes, you say yes, it's feasible to join this market, or else no, we shouldn't enter this market. If we enter, we are going to get loss. Before starting to substitute the values in the above formula, there are few things that you need to clarify with the interviewer. Yeah, market entry cases are a game of asking questions to the interviewer. Here you are going to do nothing without the help of the interviewer because there are many question marks in the process that we are going to do. Is the what part of value chain do we want to enter? Are we going to enter into the production or manufacturing part, or distribution or retail part, or sales and marketing part, or else we should handle all of these things together, right? Okay. What are the company's key strengths and weaknesses? This thing helps us to get an idea about the company, and after that we'll consider acquiring a new player, like outsourcing things or seeking a venture partner, so partnering with any other new companies out in the market. Could you please provide the information on our competitors and any potential obstacles to enter the market? Before going to solve this problem blindly, asking this question makes the interviewer think that, okay, you are not only focusing on the process, you are also focusing on the obstacles that we are going to face in between the process. Okay, yeah, let's go to the next slide. PCCC approach. This is the most famous approach used to solve any market entry case, that product, customer, competition, company. Given that you have concentrated on all these four categories, product, customer, competition, company, your case is cracked accurately. Like, now let's see the problem statement. A tech company called Zayo wants to enter an internet equipment market in India. Is it a good move? Yes, simple. Only these kind of questions are going to asked by the interviewer. No data is given, nothing is given. Even though the product is also not clearly mentioned in the question, if you see internet equipment, so you should ask the interviewer what is meant by internet equipment. There are many internet equipment. Asking preliminary questions is really important, as I said before. Let's dive into solving this problem. Let's solve. Okay, the step one, as I said, ask preliminary questions. What's the objective of the company? After hearing to the question, you should ask what's the objective of the company, and that objective you should write on the top of your paper. As I said in the episode 2, solve the problem in horizontal manner, not in the vertical manner. Draw two borders. The top border is for the problem statement and the objective of the company, and the right border is for the rough calculation purpose and insights that you get between the interview, middle of the interview from the interviewer. Got it? So what's the objective of the company? The objective of the company is mostly like to get some feasible profit, to beat some X competitor with some Y percentage. Okay, like this. What's the exact interview equipment mean? Okay, this question is really important. This makes you person with more clarity. Okay, so which value chain do you want to enter? So production, okay, supply, or retail, sales, whatever it is. So let's say for the first question he said that we want to get a X million profit after launching this product. And what exactly the internet equipment means? The internet equipment is a Wi-Fi router, production, that's all. Sales, marketing, and supply chain, all these things are being taken care by us, because we are already having all these things established in our company's supply chain very well, and we just want to enter in, take care about the production value of the chain. Okay, so step 2, in the formula that I shown you before, market size, you can see here market size is there. So how to calculate the market size? In the PCCC approach, the customer part here takes care about the market size, because market size is just game of finding the correct customer segment and getting the value. We are going to do this thing exactly precisely in guesstimates part, but yeah, I'm going to give you a slight idea about how to calculate market size. It's really easy, so let's go. So we are going to ask the interviewer that are we going to launch this product only in our country, India? Yes, he'll say yes. Let's assume. So the current population of India, I assume it's like 1.4 billion around. Okay. So I want to divide this customer segment, this population, into two parts. One is urban and another thing is rural. And I'm going to consider that 40% of the population are staying in urban areas, and 60% of the population are in rural areas. And I'm going to tell the interviewer that I'm going to consider only people in the urban area are going to buy this internet router, whatever it is, Wi-Fi router, because most of the rural areas don't prefer using Wi-Fi, because they don't use much mobile and they don't use much internet in a day. Most of their works are hardcore labor work or work in some retail stores, normal kirana shops, and farming, all these types of things. So I'm not going to think that they are not going to use internet on a daily basis, and if at all they are going to use, they will use their mobile data in their mobiles. So I'm going to consider only 40% of the population in India which are staying in urban areas are going to buy my product. So I am going to take the 40% of 1.4 billion, which gives me 0.56 billion, and I am going to consider one household, one router per one household. So I am going to consider roughly there are 4 people average in a household, and dividing it with 0.56 billion, I will get 0.14 billion or 140 million households that are going to buy my product. Not my product, but the market size for my product. So now I am going to divide this again 1 million households into three segments, which are rich, middle, low, and below poverty line. Because not everyone going to buy my router who are staying in urban areas, right? Because poor people don't prefer buying Wi-Fi, and even also middle class, everyone from the middle class don't prefer buying my router, right? So it's your wish up to how much percentage you are going to consider that each customer segment like rich, middle, low, below poverty line are there. So let us say assume I consider 20% are rich, 30% are middle class, and 30% are lower, and 20% of the people are below poverty line, like that. So after all these calculations, so let's say rich people, every one of the rich household is having one router per home, and middle class people say 1 out of 3 households are having Wi-Fi router, and perform calculations that are necessary. We are going to get a value of, assume, 15 million households at the end. I am going to explain the calculations clearly in the guesstimate episode. Don't worry, but I am giving you a clear idea here. Okay, I hope that you understand this thing very well because I am explaining clearly. If you are going to face any trouble, please mention in the comment section or else message me in LinkedIn. I am going to respond and clear your doubts as soon as possible at earliest. Okay, let's see. So let's assume at the end, after all calculations, we ended up having a 15 million count of households that comes under rich and middle class people that we consider. So again, it's time for few questions. So after getting that 15 million count, ask me the interviewer, lad, do we include any feature which makes our product different, right? So now we are going to enter the product part of PCCC approach. So we are asking, do we include any new feature which makes our product different? Maybe the answer is no, we are selling an existing product. If he say like that, our counter should be like this. So we are going to reduce the price a little bit, because providing the same technology at the same price that remaining competitors are providing, there is no point of doing that thing, because we are going to lose at the end, because there are competitors that are already existing in the market. To snatch the customer segment from other competitors, we need to reduce the price. So this is your counter. Maybe the answer can be like this: yes, we are including an advanced and faster technology which is new to the market. So for this, for this case, assume the answer 2 and ask the interviewer, your counter should be like this: are we planning to sell this product at a higher price compared to others, since we are out with a new technology? So the answer can be like again yes and no. If yes, he will say like I want to keep the price like this, like that, etc. And if the answer is no, we are providing this new technology at the same price that others are providing. Why? Because people come to our product by seeing, okay, we are going to get XY technology with the same price that we are going to get in this company. So let's buy this product only. So this is also one of the good strategy tactic that's been implied by the companies, right? So after all these things, you should ask the interviewer these remaining numerical data that we need to put in this formula. the market share is how much percentage of the market share that we are expecting that we will get. The market size is there, 15 million, but how many people from that 15 million are going to buy our product? That's, you should assume it. You should ask to the interviewer. Most probably he will give you the value. If not, you should assume according to the situation. Profit per unit, what is the cost of the product, what is the price, what is the MRP of the product, and how much profit that we are going to get in percentage and per unit. You should ask this thing to the interviewer. You should ask the fixed costs. You should ask the fixed costs to the interviewer and remove that fixed cost with the from the calculation that we are going to do there, and you will end up with profit. So assume the interviewer has given that 5% is the market share that we are going to get and 10% profit on each product, and the MRP of that product is 4,000. Substitute all the values here, right? 15 million is the market size, 5% is the market share, 4,000 is the MRP of the product, and 10% is the profit that we get on that MRP. And the value that we are ending up is 300 million. Say it rupees, because we are in Indian market right now. Ask about the costs, that the fixed cost in all the process is 30 million. You are going to end up with 270 million. This is the profit. Okay. So let's go to the next slide. There are some final few questions remaining that we are going to ask the interviewer, and let's conclude this case. Okay, now we have covered the customer part, product part of PCCC. Now we should finish the case. We should give the finishing touch to the case by touching the remaining two segments, competition and company. You are going to ask the interviewer that how do you manage the production? Does the company have already existing production values there and production equipment, everything? If not, you should think about establishing that. And how do you distribute your product? Are we have solid connections with distribution channels out there in the market, or else we are having our own distribution channel outside the market? You should ask, you should do the thorough research about the company by asking to the interviewer. And should we take care of sales and promotion, all these things? And in this type of case, we are assuming that all these things are taken care by the company summary. So again, as I said before, you should also ask about the competitors also, like what's the market share of the competitor, and who is the biggest competitor out there, who is like carrying the maximum percentage of the market size in this product and all. Ask all these things to the interviewer so that he will think that okay, you are also thinking about the competitor's point of view also, right? Okay. So at the end, you are going to give a summary like the market is large enough, 15 million, and the total profit is 270 million, which is satisfactory according to the interviewer. Also given marketing and distribution is not an issue said by the interviewer. Entering into the market is a wise decision. So this kind of summary, short and sweet summary that you are going to give to the interviewer and end the case in this manner. So thanks for watching, guys. Like, share, subscribe to the video so that my motivation gets fueled up and I come with better cases, better problems in future. I'm writing all these problems by my own and writing these solutions by my own, and the reason why I'm doing all these things by own is I want to provide you a completely new dimension of cracking any cases. Yes. But for now, solving these kind of new questions boosts our confidence. And please follow me on LinkedIn. My profile name is Mirtipati Abhiram, same as my YouTube channel's name. So please support me, guys. Many of you watching the videos, but you are not subscribing to the channel and not following me on LinkedIn. I am posting daily content on LinkedIn and I am sharing these slides on LinkedIn, but no one is taking care of I'm not getting any reach in the LinkedIn. So please follow me in LinkedIn, like, share, subscribe the video. I planned a stack of episodes in future ahead. Thank you so much.